regarding financing for documentary films versus the narrative feature films, for decades it's been much easier to get the money to make the documentary films and the travel adventure films. They're almost always financed ahead of time, either through grants, but usually through a fairly wealthy person that has some interest in the documentary. That's been very interesting to me. So that's why I've been working through partners like Paul Perry and others that have access to certain investors that had a really keen interest in history topics or near-death experience topics or art and so on. And so they would finance these documentaries. So I didn't have to worry about that. And that was nice. It's obviously, that's the critical thing for filmmaking, is assuming you've got the great story and the talent and the gear, is you need the money. And everybody's looking for money, right? At every level of filmmaking. So for documentaries, I found that always to be more lucrative. I would just set a fee for my services if it's for directing and shooting or one or the other. And so usually I would come in as an associate production company in itself and provide the whole package of directing, assisting with producing, shooting, and editing. So I'd usually present a package of services for a certain amount of money for the documentary, and then that would just be financed through the equity investment, the person that's connected to the documentary. Now for feature films, that's the trick. That's the hardest thing in the world, is to make a successful feature film that gets its money back and profit. I think the percentage is only 5 to 10%, maybe only 5% of independent filmmakers that actually get their money back from a feature film and make any money at all. It's such a tiny percentage. So now I've found that to be the case even after having decades of experience, track record, things to show people. You still have to go out there and prove it, raise the money somehow through equity financing, private investors. For me, that's the only way we've gone so far. We hope to get into the next echelon of filmmaking where it's $2, $3 million, $4 million, then that becomes something now associated with offers to name actors that then you can reserve their talent and then negotiate with the banks for financing, or then you also can get money from, of course, the rebates from certain countries or states.